Hello, everyone. Welcome to our reading today. We are looking at um, uh, Daily Dose of Coffee. This is a deck that is on Etsy. It is from VLoveandCrystals. It is a basically like a daily deck. This is a great deck to keep on hand and just pull a card if you want something like, if you're getting ready for work and you want to pull a card. It's a great deck to keep in your kitchen while you're making your cup of coffee and pull yourself a card for some daily guidance, right? I use it for many different reasons. I love this deck. So if you love coffee, it's a great deck. If you love um, uh, an easy oracle card deck that is just easy to use and just has nice vibes and is easy to use with other decks. This is a great one. This one here you can mix it with other cards, other readings, and it just kind of gives you that clarity on messages that you're searching for. It's a fun deck to use because it's um, it pretty much is an intuitive deck. So let's take a look at what your reading is. Thank you for being here and let me know in the chat box if you like the deck, if you like coffee. It's one of my favorite decks because I love coffee. I have a group on Facebook and my coffee deck is this was something that I pretty much use daily to just do a daily coffee reading because we all have a tendency of getting together and enjoying coffee and saying good morning to each other over reading. Okay, so looking at your reading, this is Dragon's Blood Incense, by the way. I like to have something going whenever I'm doing my readings to keep any kind of negative energies or anything away from me. So your first card is Privilege. Okay, so you're being guided to remember that your life is important and that to be in your life is a privilege, right? Do not allow others to misuse your energy. Do not allow others to walk over you and to make you feel like you are not worthy of the love that you deserve. Okay, it is a privilege to know you, it is a privilege to be in your life. Okay, but you also want to make sure that you are sitting with the same energy as well. It is a privilege to be here. It is a privilege to be on earth at this time. I know for some it may not feel like that because there's a lot going on, but there are many people who would love the experience that you have right now. So just remind yourself to honor where you are. It might not be exactly where you want to be, but honor where you are because you are given the chance each day to change that course and to be in better alignment in the future, right? So it is always a privilege for the life that we have each day. And it is a privilege. Our life is important, so we should never let anybody take advantage of us as well. You are going through some great healing energy, right? There's a lot of healing going on in the world. There's a lot of healing going on right now in each of us. Each of us is healing from something, right? And so this healing energy is reminding you that you have done the work. You've been showing up and you've been persistent. You have been working very hard to be where you are at this moment. It was not something that was done easy. It was not something that should be taken lightly, right? So therefore, again, you don't want to let anybody walk over you, right? You have worked hard on this healing journey and you're still on the journey and you're doing a great job, right? So allow yourself to put down old things that don't serve you anymore. Allow yourself to pick up old things that do, right? Maybe you've lost um, maybe you've lost your connection to your ancestors or to your past, right? This card is all about tradition. Maybe you're being called to make a new tradition. Maybe you're being called to change a tradition. Maybe you're being called to speak truth about a tradition. This card can resonate with each one of you in so many ways. Maybe you're being called to end traditions that you no longer want to be a part of. And that's given right as an individual, okay? We are often programmed that this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do. And sometimes it is not what what we truly are meant to do because it doesn't resonate with us. If it doesn't resonate with you, then that's probably not what you're truly meant to do, okay? So this card can be about starting your own traditions. This card can be about um, diving deep into who you truly are in your bloodline and rediscovering things that maybe you've never been exposed to or experienced, right? A lot of traditions, uh, they have been, how do I want to say that? They have been hidden. They've been stopped in history. A lot of traditions were not allowed because it brought in spirituality. It brought in um, independence. It brought in awareness of a higher source. And in those situations, people were not easy to be controlled if they knew that there was a higher source over top of the source that was trying to control them. So a lot of times people were abused, hurt, and stopped by having certain traditions. So this card, for some of you, you might be pulled to check out certain traditions and you might not understand why. And if that's the case, take time to seek it out. Maybe there's a connection there that you need to know. Maybe there's something from your past or something from your ancestral past that you are being called to do and to know and to connect to help the ancestral energy to come back and to heal, okay? Because it's right after the healing. So you might be healing from your past. You might be healing from things that weren't meant for you or things that didn't align for you or things that were taken away from you, okay? Your next card is Temperance, and this is reminding you to be aware of what makes you unique. What makes whatever you're trying to do perfect? What makes it work out, okay? Do you ever like make like the perfect cup of coffee? Okay, that perfect cup of coffee might be perfect for you, and somebody else may be like, ooh, yuck, what is that? Right? So, temperance is a reminder that what is what is meant for you is meant for you. What you allow in to your cup, what you fill your cup up with is what's meant for you. What's meant for you might not be meant for anybody else, okay? And that's okay. All right, but you need to know what your cup is to be made of. You need to know yourself. Okay. So be very mindful of what you allow to be poured into you because not everything that's being poured into you might be for you. And it could alter who you truly are. It could cause you anger or frustration or disappointment, or it can make you feel lost or alone or confused. And that's because you don't have the right balance within. So temperance is all about knowing what is right for you, knowing what is right for your cup, knowing when to say no, no, thank you, or that's enough. I'm good, or yeah, sure, keep coming. You know, you have to know yourself to know what the ingredients is that you need. Okay, so that's your temperance card. Your friendship card reminds you that um, all good things must come to an end is the message that I'm hearing coming in, right? Sometimes we have to let go of certain situations or certain people because they have reached the end of the walk with us. Okay. Not everyone is going to be able to continue this journey with you, right? Not everyone is going to do the work on themselves that needs to be done so that they can continue to walk with you in the same alignment that you're in. And that's okay. That's their path, right? That's their teachings, that's their learnings, okay? But this is reminding you that every friendship, regardless of whether it ends or regardless of whether it continues, is sacred, okay? And your friendship with yourself is sacred. Do you know yourself? Do you know who you truly are? Are you your own best friend? If you had nobody around you, could you sit with yourself and be happy? Can you sit with yourself and find enjoyment in just being with your own company? Because friendship on the outside is often a reflection of the friendship on the inside. So if you're seeking new friends, if you're wanting new friends, or if you're asking the universe to align you with people that are like you, the first thing to do is to ask yourself, do I truly know who I am? Am I taking the time with myself? Am I taking the time with my creator? Am I taking the time to truly learn and appreciate and see the privilege that it is to be in this moment with myself? Am I seeing the joy and the love that has been poured into my cup from the creator and from the universe and from myself? Am I pouring the right you know, the right energy into my cup, right? Because you want to be a friend that helps and supports others, right? But you also want to align with people that do the same for you. So it's important when you are looking at friendship, the friendship energy, that it's balanced, right? That you are giving and receiving with the same balance, right? A lot of times we have friends, and sometimes those friends, um, they wear a mask and you don't even know who they truly are. And it is one of those situations where they can still be your friend, but it reminds you of the importance of reminding them that they need to be their true selves. They need to step into their true self and see themselves and and align with who they truly are, because they can't be a true friend to themselves if they're in disguise, right? And you want the true authentic person. You want to be authentic with your friends, and you want your friends to be authentic with you. That's what makes our energies the highest, okay, versus putting on a fake face, or pretending to be something that we're not. Okay, that is draining. That drains your life force. That doesn't raise you. That doesn't help you to be aligned with your path. That puts you on the opposite frequency. Okay, so this friendship is all about letting new people come in, loving and cherishing the old friends, and letting go of anyone who is at that stage that needs to be released. And then we have family. Oh, what a great card to go with friends. Okay, so some friends become family, right? The, these two cards being together, that's a great message. Some friends become family, and some family, um, some of our family we are closer to than than we are our friends. And some of our friends, they are our family and we're closer to them than we are our family. It goes back and forth, right? But the main thing is if your if if your energy is meant to align with someone, the only way it's going to align truthfully is when you know yourself and when you are walking in your true energy. Okay, you want to make sure that you know what you need so that you can help others know what you need from them and what you are able to offer as well. Okay, balance is very important here when we are looking at your cards, right? There's a lot of awareness and self-love and healing coming in here for you. And when you are looking at this spread, right, what I see is a transformation. Right? You went from someone who was a very giving person. You didn't have boundaries. You left people just use you, walk all over you, demand things from you, belittle you, and then you didn't see the privilege that you were to others. You may have saw the privilege that they were to you and the privilege that they were in your life, but maybe you didn't see your privilege. You didn't know- rec- you didn't have that energy coming back into your life, right? Maybe they were a family member that just came over to see you whenever they didn't have um, somewhere else to go somewhere else to go, right? It was like, you were kind of like a step and stop kind of thing, right? So, like, for example, you might have allowed people to just be like a stepping ground, to just come in and out whenever they felt like it and not care how their energy affected yours. You were always the kind of person that just kind of like worked it out, that kind of energy isn't healthy for you. And over time, too much of that from too many sources can belittle you and change you and turn you into something that you're truly, truly not. So you have went from realizing that you need to put your foot down, you need to set healthy boundaries. You are respectable, lovable, and it is a privilege to be in your space. And you're no longer just going to give your time to anybody, right? You have went from before to where you are now. And you've done that because you have been working through a lot of healing. You've been going into your ancestral bloodline. You've been looking at how to heal things, how to transform things, how to make things new in your life. You've been looking at what works, what doesn't work. You've been going through your friends list. Maybe you have cleared out some people that were acquaintances, or maybe you've cleared out people that weren't truly friends but were kind of spies. You know, You've also worked through family issues. You've put your family in a different view. Okay, you might be more open and honest versus people pleasing when it comes to your family now. You honor your family and your importance and your role in that family as well, but you no longer tolerate anything that is not for your highest good, right? That's what I'm getting for you in this spread, looking at the whole spread going this way, okay? And that is a good thing. That's a lot of growth because here's the thing. Not only are you transforming, but because of the work that you are doing within yourself, you are transforming everybody else around you. When somebody comes in to take your energy and you have done the work, you are saying, "I'm sorry, I can't offer that no more. I'm sorry, I don't do that no more. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to find someone else to send your drama to or to use the energy from, right? You're transforming things, right? Somebody comes in and they think that they can start pour. No, I'm sorry. I'm good, but thank you. But you've never said no before, and now all of a sudden you're telling them no, right? So like you might not realize it, but your work on yourself is truly rippling out like an ocean to others around you. It can go as far as your workplace as well, you know, not just your friend circle but in your home circle, but it can go outside of that. It can go to your school, college, education. It can go to people that you communicate with daily, right? The way you handle a situation could encourage somebody else that doesn't even know you how to handle a situation, right? So there's a triple effect that's going on here. It's not just you that's transforming in this new healing energy. That's why we say when you heal yourself, you truly do heal others around you without actually truthfully realizing it. So we have reconciliation. So I feel like in this one here, you are coming back to yourself, right? This reconciliation is also about you coming back, reconciling with yourself, coming back to who you truly are, that inner child feeling loved, feeling wanted, feeling important, feeling valuable again, right? You may have been somebody who always looked outside of you for validation, who always felt like they needed to do something a little bit better or a little bit more, they weren't good enough. And that kind of stopped with this healing. You have come back to yourself. You've realized that as long as you meet your own expectations, you don't really care what anybody else's expectations are, right? They're not perfect, and if they don't like it, then they can figure out how to deal with it themselves, right? But you love who you are. You love the work that you've done. You are devoted to yourself. You're giving yourself a lot of love. You're giving yourself time and space to truly understand who you are, and because of that, you're going to burn bridges, but then those bridges can be rebuilt in time, because if somebody truly wants to be in your life, then they truly love you and they truly want to be a part of your life. Any bridges that were built, they're going to work to rebuild them with you, right? They're going to be like, okay, that bridge needed to be burnt down. It was it was being accessible in the wrong ways. But let's work together to build a better, stronger bridge. Okay. And so there's a lot of respect coming in. Certain people that you may have lost along the way, you needed to lose that. You needed to lose them because they that bridge was just it was patched so many times by you and by your heart energy that it needed to be burnt. Okay. So there's a lot of planning coming in here. You're working on a whole new way of handling things. Your life is expanding. Your no's are turning into amazing yeses now because of how many times you have put your foot down and set your boundaries, even with yourself. I feel like for some of you, you may have wanted to do something and then you were like, no, 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 I can't, no, I promised myself that I wouldn't do this no more, no. And those no's that you have said to yourself have actually empowered you to now you can actually step up and say, yeah, sure, I can do this and this because you've healed, or you've walked away from certain situations that you used to give into. Yeah, forgiveness. So work on forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of past situations. Um, Forgive people, but that doesn't mean that you have to allow them back into your energy and into your life. The universe will let you know who's meant to be with you. Okay. If somebody's not meant to be with you because they haven't done the work and they choose not to do the work and they're not going to do the work, then let the universe shift that person out of your life. Okay. Offer forgiveness, send them love, but don't chase after them. Don't mourn after them. Just wish them well, wish them love, wish them healing, and let them go. Because that energy back and forth pull can be very draining for you. It can throw you off course. It can cause emotional roller coasters. And for some of you, it can cause physical, illnesses, headaches, stress, things like that. So offer forgiveness, and if you feel that the person is meant to be let go, let that person go with all the well wishes, right? Wish them the healing and the happiness that you would want them to wish you. And then in doing all, you're also being guided to take time to rest, right? You've done a lot of work. You have changed your life, and for many of you, you've changed your life completely around. You've rearranged things. You don't even recognize somebody who knew you before might not even recognize your life now, right? So you're being guided to take some time to rest, take some time to just relax, take some time to maybe go on a vacation or do a staycation, but just don't tell people that you're taking time off, right? And just kind of chill and relax and just let this new energy vibe with you. Yeah, self love, love of others around you, whoever you have near you, whoever is working with you to rebuild this foundation. You know, trust that the love is going to come in and is going to work its way out, right? You you learning to love yourself more is going to bring in the love that you truly need in a relationship, in others. Others can't love you if you don't love yourself. So this new love for yourself that has allowed you to heal and transform your life and to speak your 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 boundaries into physical form and to use your voice to empower yourself, all of this has brought you into a new love energy, a new energy of love that is meant to embrace you, grow you, support you, and just fill your life with happiness, from yourself and around you as well, right? So, examination of all of this. Take time to examine everything that's going on around you. Take time to realize the work that you have truly done. Take time to slow down and just let the universe kind of get caught up with everything and know that you're at a new beginning. This is a kitten. Okay, so this is a new beginning for you. Your life is at a new beginning, and things are going to look up. Things are going to to have positive outcomes, even if you can't see them at this particular moment. Yeah, you're going to have aspirations. You're going to get new ideas. You might even start a new job, or you might have a new passion or a new talent that comes forward. You might decide to do a blog. You might decide to start doing something that you put off a long time ago because maybe somebody made you feel like it was a stupid idea or it wasn't worth doing or it was time consuming. But you're going to get new insights on things, and your aspirations are going to be worth following. So take time to follow those new energies, right? Take time to pull in whatever it is that you're being asked to do, and you're going to step into a leadership role. Not only are you taking responsibility for your life and yourself and your actions, but you are going to be called by the universe to step into a leadership role as well, because you have done the work on yourself that most people have would never do, because it's just so much work to do. You've done the work, and you've made it through, and that's the kind of work that the universe uses to help others as well. So maybe your new aspiration might be to write a book, to be a coach, to be a life coach or a spiritual coach, or to do something with your talents or something, or to help others, to step up and help others in crisis programs or whatever. Like whatever, it could be different for each one of you, but whatever it is, you are definitely going to be called by the universe to step up and to be a leader, to help others who needs your guidance and your support where you've been, to get their self where they need to be, okay? And what you've done is remarkable and is to be commended, and the universe is going to use everything that you've done to support others so that that energy and that frequency can rise up in not just you, but in others around you. Yeah, so reflection. Yeah, authority. Again, you've got that reflection coming in, taking time to use what you've done in the past, looking back and seeing where you were, looking back and seeing who you was, looking back and seeing what you've done to get yourself to where you are now. That reflection is going to give you the leadership that you need to step into the new path that you're being called to do. And I hope this message has helped you. May it bless you. You have done a lot of work. I give you a lot of uh, I give you a lot of credit, a lot of love, and I honor you in the work that you have done. It is beautiful, and may you continue, and may you bless everyone that comes in contact with you. Thank you for being here, and have a great day, and enjoy your coffee. Bye.